Hi there, Primary 7, and a very warm welcome to the ICT and Music faculty. I'm Mr Nairn and I'm the Head of ICT and Music. I'm going to give you some brief information today about the faculty and what you'll be doing when you arrive here. So within the ICT and Music faculty, you'll come one period a week for admin and business, you'll come one period a week for computing, and you'll also go to the music department 2 periods per week. I'm going to give you a bit of information today about the admin and business course. Mrs Allam, who's one of our computing teachers, is going to talk to you about the computing course, and Mr Merrick, Mr Ness and Mr Solly are going to give you some information about music. So when you come to admin and business, we're going to be working on 4 main topics. We'll do a topic on word processing, that's to develop your admin skills. We'll do a topic on Glow, that's where you'll get access to your email account. We'll also show you how to log on to Show My Homework and get access to things like Microsoft Teams as well. We'll do an introductory unit to business management where you'll learn about how business management works. We'll also do a unit on PowerPoint, again developing your skills for admin and for the world of work, which are very, very important. And lastly, we'll finish the year by looking at some financial skills, which again are really, really important. So we're really looking forward to welcoming you to Trinity when you arrive, and if anybody's got any questions, please feel free to get in touch via the school website. Take care, hope to see you soon. Bye.
My name is Mrs Allam and I am one of the computing teachers at Trinity High School, and in first year you'll be doing one period of computing with lots of new and exciting topics that we teach here, for example online safety, looking at the world of the internet, Scratch, Logo and much more. Look forward to seeing you.
Hello, my name is Mr Ness and I'm one of 3 music teachers at Trinity High School along with Mr Merrick and Mr Solly. In S1 and S2, pupils come to the music department twice per week. There, you will learn how to perform, analyse and create your own music. You'll get the opportunity to learn keyboard, glockenspiel, guitar, drum kit and singing. You'll also get the chance to listen to lots of different styles of music and to discover how that music was created. We can't wait to see you all next August and look forward to welcoming you into the music department.
Hello to all of this year's Primary 7 pupils. My name is Mrs Ramsey and I'm the Principal Teacher of Support for Learning at Trinity High School. I'm really sorry that I haven't been able to visit you in your primary schools this year the way I would normally do, but hopefully maybe in the new year that might be possible. Anyway, I'm sure you're wondering if you get support for your learning in primary school, will that still happen when you come to Trinity High? And I can say absolutely yes, so please don't worry about it. We have a great support team here. We have classroom assistants, additional support needs assistants and other support for learning teachers, Mr Sludden and Mrs Cairns, and we'll all be here to help you. So if you need support with your learning, you will get it when you need it. We will look out for you, we'll help you find your way about the school, so don't worry about anything. Hopefully, I'll be able to meet you all before you finish Primary 7, and I will look forward to welcoming you as our new first year next session. Best wishes from all the Support for Learning team.
Hello, my name is Vicky Waddle and I'm the Principal Teacher of Nurture here at Trinity.
And my name is Cheryl O'Neill and I'm the Key Worker for Nurture here at Trinity.
The room we're in just now is called the Curie and it is Trinity High School's Nurture base. While pupils are in here, they work on various programmes to support their social and emotional development. We're very much looking forward to meeting all of you whenever we can.
Hi there, my name is Miss Dyson and I'm a science teacher here at Trinity High School. When you join us in S1, you will begin studying our BGE Science course. You will start off by learning some basic practical skills and some very important safety rules. This will enable you to take part in some of the many practical experiments we have on offer within S1 and S2. This is a very important starting point, as when you come to the science department there is lots of equipment and also facilities that you might not be sure how to use, and this is what makes science so interesting within secondary school. You will then begin to study the three main areas of science: biology, chemistry, and also physics. The S1 and the S2 course is split into topics from each of these three sciences. For each topic, you will receive some study notes, a study guide, and also some homework tasks for you to complete. Here is an example of some of the study notes you will receive for each of our topics within science. Each topic has lots and lots of practical activities for you to carry out and get involved with, and also some project work to carry out as well. As well as this, we've got many other activities you can get involved with within the science department. We have our science club, our Go for Set challenge, and also our lunchtime homework club that you can come along and join. We are very excited to meet you all, and hopefully you're looking forward to joining us here at Trinity High.
Hi, I'm Stephen McDowell and I'm the Principal Teacher for Social Subjects. Now, throughout the broad general education that pupils cover from S1 to S3, they will study three social subjects: geography, history and modern studies. Now, in S1 and S2, they will visit each subject for a 12-week block on a rotational basis to allow them the chance to experience all three subjects before they make their option choices at the end of S2. And from S3 onwards, pupils will have the opportunity to study up to two social subjects. Now, in terms of what they cover, what topics they do in geography, in S1 they look at Scotland and map work. In S2 in geography they look at earth forces and empty lands. And in S3 they study mapping skills, climate change and rivers. In history, in S1 pupils study the 1960s and the Vietnam War. In S2 they look at World War I and the Aztecs. And then in S3 they cover the Holocaust, the slave trade and civil rights. In modern studies, in S1 they study human rights and the developing world, and then they look at an introduction to democracy. In S2 they look at conflict and terrorism, and also a unit on China. And then in S3 they cover immigration, inequality in the UK and the media. Now, as each pupil progresses through the broad general education delivered across the social subjects, their progress is measured in terms of the knowledge, the understanding and the skills that they're developing. To allow for this, each unit that pupils work through has two key assessed pieces of work that they will complete. Each assessed piece of work is linked to the social studies benchmarks which are published by Education Scotland. And throughout the year this will build up a picture of each pupil's progress, showing if they have achieved or are making progress towards a particular level. Pupil profiles accompany each assessed piece of work in social subjects, and we use these profiles to provide feedback to pupils about the work that they have produced and allow them to set targets for their further progress. Thanks for listening. If you've got any questions about any of the social subjects, feel free to get in touch, and we look forward to welcoming the new S1 next year.
Bonjour, buongiorno, welcome to the Modern Languages Department. I'm Mrs Goldie and I'm the Principal Teacher of Modern Languages in Trinity High. And in the department there's Mrs Tedesco, Miss Kerr and Mrs Tour. We're going to start off with our school topic, and some of you might remember the S1s last year coming to visit you in January and showcasing their PowerPoints, so hopefully you'll be able to do the same. We also do lots of competitions throughout the year, and you can see in the display cabinet here behind me some of our winners from our Trinity's Top Translator competition, and also some of the photos of you guys studying Italian in the primary with Mrs Tour. So I'm sure we'll see you very, very soon in August, and we'll be looking forward to welcoming you then. A bientôt! A presto!
Ciao!
Presto.
Hi there! Welcome to the Trinity High Maths Department. I'm Mrs Herring.
And I'm Mrs Dillon, and together with all the teachers in the department, we're looking forward to welcoming you here in August. When you come to Trinity, we're going to do lots of different topics. Some of them you'll have seen before, so we're going to build on what you already know, and some topics will be brand new, so it'll be an exciting new part of maths for us to explore together. Okay, we're going to use lots of different resources, books, textbooks, different materials, and we actually use quite a few online platforms just now in the department. So we're just going to tell you a wee bit about some of those. Okay, so we have something called My Maths. So when you come to Trinity, you'll get your own login details, and you'll be able to access this at home. It means that you've got a whole range of different things on offer to you there. We will set homework on My Maths, and if you are trying to do your homework and you're stuck or anything like that, there are actually online lessons that can help you as well. One of the best things about My Maths is there's a wee button that will correct it for you, so you'll know straight away whether you've done it correctly or not, and you get some instant feedback, which is great.
One of the other things we use is Sundog. Now, you've probably seen this at primary school, but when you get to Trinity, we quite like to get involved in any local competitions or have school competitions, so this is something we'll use as well.
And finally, for just now, we also use something called Numeracy Ninjas. So we tend to do this in class, but sometimes we'll give you it for homework. And what this is going to allow you to do is improve your numeracy skills at whatever level you're starting at. It's all about self-improvement. So each time we do it, we're not interested in who's the best in the class, but it's more about you and have you improved since the last time you did it. And it's actually quite cool because you've got all these different colours, and because it is ninjas, they're talking about belts. So you might start off when you first come in on a green belt, and you'll be able to see yourself progress, and hopefully maybe one day get to be a black belt. Okay, I think that's all from us just now.
I look forward to seeing you in August. Bye!
Bye!
Hi guys, I'm Mr. LaMonica.
And I'm Mrs. McKillop, and we're here in the RE department in Mr. LaMonica's room to tell you a little bit about what's going to happen when you come to Trinity High for S1 RE.
I'm looking forward to meet you. So, here you have the values, the main things that are really important for us in RE. So, we start from Jesus, but there's a lot more to it, okay? So you've got things like learning about charities and things like philosophy, strange things, you'll love it. What religions, morality, lots of stuff that you'll be learning when you get to Trinity, as well as obviously learning about Jesus, which is very important.
So in the RE department, we not only talk about our own subjects and curricular area, but we like to try and help you out across the board with your other subjects as well. So in the RE department, we have a focus on your numeracy skills. So we try to make sure that all of the tasks that we are putting in place are things which are going to help you upstairs in the maths department, but also outside in the wider world, giving you skills for learning, life and work by thinking about how we put money into context, so perhaps through our charitable events or fundraising activities, helping you to figure out the value and cost of particular items that might be needed for survival in today's world. So hopefully you will be able to get quite a good understanding of numeracy in the RE department and how we can help take that forward across the whole school curriculum.
Then, if we move on this way, you'll see that obviously literacy is quite a big thing in RE, so you'll learn lots of things about different religions and Christianity in particular, as well as you'll be able to learn about lots of skills that you'll be able to use as well in other subjects like obviously English, modern studies and so on. Okay, so you have here lots of important terms, lots of important words that we'll be using, will be key for us to learn about religions, as well as, again, you might use them in other subjects.
So moving from literacy, we also cover health and well-being. So we're just going to walk down to the bottom of Mr. LaMonica's classroom to our health and well-being wall in RE. So in RE, we are responsible for our sexual and moral relationships education programme. But apart from that, we also help our pupils to plan for choice and change, because we take time to analyse and evaluate the viewpoints that we are putting forward. We also talk about the risk-taking behaviour that is involved when we make moral decisions and how that is applied to the outside world. So we're looking at real-life scenarios, real-life context for our learning, as opposed to just things within the classroom. You can see hopefully from our wall that we not only think about ourselves, but how our actions impact on other people as well. We've got a wee bit of coping strategies, which I think just now is quite important given our current climate. So we take time to make sure that pupils have the opportunity for prayer, for meditation, for worship, for looking at some of the calming strategies that might help them out in their daily life. Because transition from primary 7 to S1 is quite hard. We're moving from one classroom to several classrooms across the course of the day. So by taking a wee bit of time to think about how we can manage that stress, then I think our health and wellbeing actually goes up. So we like to promote that here in the department. We not only do it through our lessons, but we have kind of special events throughout the year, such as our Pro-Life Week, where we think about charities such as Breathing Space, where we have a focus on mental health, and we also think about charities like St Vincent's Hospice, where we're looking at end-of-life care and the health and wellbeing components that are important in there. So we're going to move from our health and wellbeing just up to the back of Mr Lamonica's classroom, where we're going to talk about Jesus, our teacher.
Here we are. So obviously, as we said, lots of interesting stuff, but obviously Jesus, again, Christianity is still the heart of what we do. Okay, being in a Catholic school, and particularly being in Trinity High. So obviously, as we again celebrated a couple of years ago, the 100 years of Catholic education, that is a big drive still for us to this day. Okay, so thinking about how, as again, young boys and girls in this country, you can contribute to society, again, bringing on the values and the most important things in all the different kind of cultural backgrounds and different kind of backgrounds that you have. What can you bring again as new generation of Christians into the world through your experience here at Trinity?
So hopefully you've been able to see that our classrooms are actually some of the biggest in the school, and with that means that we can normally do quite a lot of activities, a lot of group work, a lot of paired discussion, a lot of up and moving around the room so that we can have our voice, we can be heard with a sense of equality, but this is all within a context of having fun. One of the things that we have been doing this year, if we just take it back down to Mr Lamonica's board here, we've been trying to have a focus on our saints. So every day starts the same. We like to highlight the saint of the day, and if you've not kind of picked up on this by now, Mr Lamonica is Italian, so we have been using his expertise to introduce our Italian word of the day. So we're actually helping your child to develop skills in another language. So you can hopefully see across the top wall here that we've begun to compile our Italian wall. So we're going to take you outside to the corridor and show you some of the things that we like to do in terms of wider achievement.
Hi guys, it's us again, Miss Lamonica.
And Miss Michaela.
So here is just a wee example of how studying RE can be actually dead interesting, and you can learn lots of things, and actually there's lots of famous people that actually went on to do all different sorts of jobs that have actually studied RE or religious studies before, again, or philosophical studies before becoming what they are: journalists, actors, comedians, obviously Mike Cronin, creator of The Simpsons, and all sorts of things. Okay, you see as well, obviously, how much we do to support charities, and that's a huge thing in Trinity. So we'll do again lots of activities, and that's also another big important part of what we do here. Let's move on that way.
So our pupils are very important to us, and we like them to have their voice heard. So something that we do quite often in the RE department is our pupil voice activities. So depending on the time of year, we will have a focus question or questions for pupils to take their feedback on how they're learning, what they're learning about, and some of the issues that are important in the wider world, such as our charitable activities. So moving on, we also make sure that we are highlighting our skills for learning, work and life within the RE department. So you can see here that we usually try and have a focus on each lesson, whether it be literacy, citizenship, working with others, IT, enterprise, or indeed numeracy. So we're very much making sure that our pupils are developing these transferable skills every time that they come to the RE department. Now, we also want to make sure that our pupils are having a good time. So something that we've really been trying to take forward this year is our award wall. So we'll move up to our award wall, and Mr Lamonica will talk you through that.
This way. So celebrating success is very important, and obviously we do that in different ways. So you can start from here. Obviously we've got the Philosopher Award, which is for the ones, let's say, that are particularly good in any verbal answer, they're particularly good in explaining or even question something about what we are learning every day. Obviously we've got the Academic Excellence, which is about obviously how do we perform in relation to various activities and tests as well, which are part of our learning in school. Then we move on to the Citizenship, which is about how much and how well we interact with each other, particularly again helping out again either maybe the teachers as well as obviously our classmates. We've got our Helping Out, which is about again helping out in this case again particularly with any particular task that is maybe needed by the department as well as the teacher. And that's essentially it. Okay, it's a beautiful way that we're trying to display and be very proud of everything we do and all the successes that we can achieve here in the RE department.
So for now, it's bye from me, Mrs. McKillop.
And Miss LaMonica. See you soon.
And we hope to see you at some point very soon in the near future and look forward to welcoming you to Trinity High.
Bye bye.